The IBL, a league hell-bent on giving hoop-hungry fans what they crave. More action! The Elkhart Express, the juggernaut kings of the court. 2 years in the league, 2 championships, and a laser focus on dominating for a 3rd straight season. Today, Coach Damon Bethea leads his title-hungry, trigger-happy band of hardwood warriors into battle against the Sin City's own stellar Las Vegas Stars. So sit tight and stay tuned. The Elkhart Express are on the air.
That's showtime in the IBL.
Welcome to the IBL!
And welcome IBL fans and future IBL fans to Northside Gymnasium in Elkhart, where the defending back-to-back IBL champion Elkhart Express take on the Stars of Las Vegas. Alongside Charlie Adams, my name's Joe Jason. Glad you're with us for tonight's exciting action. 2 teams that are well-traveled, Charlie. One that traveled 1,800 miles from Las Vegas to Elkhart, Indiana. The other that traveled halfway around the world, the defending IBL champions back-to-back years. Elkhart playing 4 games in China in the month of April.
That's right. Elkhart is the best team in the IBL, and they wanted to go over to China to see how good they were there. They went undefeated. They come back. Elkhart 46-6 over the last 2 years, 2-time defending champs. Las Vegas scored 206 points in a game last year, won 70% of the games, and they feature the younger brother of Gary Payton of the NBA, Keena Payton. So you're going to see a lot of very good individual players and outstanding teamwork.
All right, you talked about 206 points. Maybe the IBL rules have a little bit to do with that. Let's review for some of you who are seeing the IBL for the first time. The 22-second shot clock, down 2 seconds from the NBA. 1 timeout per quarter, the immediate inbound rule, and the referees aren't going to sit around and explain a lot of calls during this game. They're going to blow the whistle, they're going to stop play, they're going to get it moving the other direction, and game is going to continue on. They like to move it along at a fast pace here in the IBL. Let's take a look at these 2 teams. Key losses for the Elkhart Express: Glenn Worley, Demetrius Kilgore, Harold Swanigan, but they actually upgraded their team with some size and some strength inside. You see their record at 23-4. The 3-0 record is not really indicative of how they played because they have a couple more wins that they can count with the games they played in China.
That's right. That puts them up to 5-0. And you talk about new players. They've got James Tyler, 7'3", 340 pounds, just 20. NBA franchises have him on their radar. He's one of the new big guys Elkhart has. They are a load down low.
Well, Elkhart also have a lot of veterans in their lineup, and let's take a look at some of the keys in this game. Cedric Moody, a 2-time IBL MVP, 10 years in the league. Chris Charles, Will Whittington is on there. We haven't even talked about Kaliko Bowie. He's been 11 years in the league. Meanwhile, the Las Vegas Stars have some people on their team, too, that are going to do a great job for them.
That's right. Will Whittington at Elkhart led major college basketball last year with 3-pointers made. And Trevor Lawrence, a big 7-footer for Las Vegas, he can go down low, outside, an outstanding player out of New Mexico State.
We have got your starting lineups and the tip-off of this IBL matchup coming up in just moments. The Elkhart Express hosting the Las Vegas Stars when we return right here on Comcast Sportsnet.
Scorcher sighting. Scorcher record high. It's back. It's a hot one.
Hey, Scorcher.
As we begin our second 100 years of serving Michiana's plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, our family wants to thank your family for trusting Schreiner & Sons since 1907.
If you have prostate cancer, there is a fear that you might not get through this. You don't want to leave your loved ones. The teamwork at Goshen was so phenomenal. There's not one area, the physical, the mental, the emotional, that they don't talk about. If you have prostate cancer, get to Goshen. They will take care of you completely.
If you have prostate cancer, call Goshen Center for Cancer Care today.
This presentation of the Elkhart Express is brought to you by Schreiner & Sons, serving Michiana's plumbing, heating, and cooling needs since 1907. The Goshen Center for Cancer Care. Call 888-491-HOPE for more information. And by Lexus of Mishawaka. For the vehicle you really want, visit our website at lexusofmishawaka.com.
Welcome back to Northside Gymnasium. Joe Jason alongside Charlie Adams. Glad you're with us for this IBL tilt today. The defending back-to-back IBL champions. They've been 2 years in the league. This is their third year. And if 3 is a charm, they'll have back-to-back-to-back championships. The Elkhart Express coming in at 3-0 or 5-0 if you count the 2 wins that they had in China. Meanwhile, the Las Vegas Stars coming in at 0-1. Let's take a look at the guard position for them. Willie Hall and Eddie Shelby will be your starters today. And there you see Lawrence in the middle. McGee and Scott will be the forwards. And for the Elkhart Express, a familiar trio getting the start today for head coach Damon Bethea.
That's right. Cedric Moody, Kaliko Bowie, and Tim Pledger are the heart and the soul of Elkhart's championships. You've got big James Tyler, 7'3", 340 in there, and Chris Charles, another 7-footer out of Villanova. So you've got outstanding guards and big man. It's hard to defend Elkhart because if you defend the guards, they can go down low or vice versa.
We're about ready to start here, and there you see the Elkhart Express making their way out onto the floor. The defending IBL champions, 2 years in the league, 2 championships for head coach Damon Bethea. Damon Bethea has done a great job of rallying this community of Elkhart around this team.
Damon Bethea gets things done, and the people of Elkhart appreciate his determination, his drive. Damon Bethea played his college ball at Michigan State, and now is an administrator in basketball and a head coach. Here we go.
Lawrence against Mike Adams, and the ball is tapped and controlled by the Stars of Las Vegas, and we're underway here at Northside Gymnasium in Elkhart, Indiana. Glad you're with us for the IBL.
Again, you have the 22-second shot clock. 6 fouls for each player. After 5 team fouls each quarter, you go to 2 free throws.
Eddie Shelby baseline drive, and he was forced along the baseline, stepped out, and the turnover goes to the Elkhart Express, and they'll have the basketball. We're just underway, 11:39 to go, and a fast-paced clock here at the IBL. And here's Tim Pledger.
Out of Delta State, he is a veteran. Again, one of the 3 heart and soul players. There's Moody. He can shoot from anywhere. The best shooter, best scorer on the team. Maybe not the best shooter with Will Whittington, but certainly the top offensive player.
Elliott McGee off the miss. The flash pass down underneath is missed a little too hard to handle there for Eddie Shelby, and back the other way in transition. And there you see Elkhart back and forth quickly, but they turn it over, and the Stars will have it again.
Again, for those that just joined us, teams are allowed just 1 timeout per quarter. You cannot save those timeouts to the 4th quarter or anything like that. And that helps with the tempo of the game. The game's average about 2 hours. The fans love it.
Willie Hall at 6 foot will bring it across the timeline.
He's a lethal left-hander. Everything runs through him.
On the block to the left, kick back out high to Shelby. He'll fire the 3 and hit it. And our first points of the game come courtesy of the Las Vegas Stars. They're up 3-0.
Shelby scored 34 points, had 7 assists, 7 rebounds in their opening game loss to Windy City over in Kankakee.
Cedric Moody holding out high, dump it to the middle. Ball knocked away by Elliott McGee and then gotten back by Pledger. Here's Moody. Moody backs it in, steps forward, lost the dribble and double dribbled it. And a turnover on the defending IBL champs. And Las Vegas will have the basketball. 10:41 left to play here in the first.
Good defense by Willie Hall there out of Dickinson State. Elkhart really wants to jump on them early. Elkhart's the solid favorite in this game. They want to make sure they establish tempo right away.
3-pointer, no one there to rebound. Finally chased down by Chris Charles. Tim Pledger left of the key, free throw line extended. Charles bounce pass down low. Here's the big fella going to work. James Tyler up and in.
Again, James Tyler, just 20 years old, didn't play college ball out of high school, went pro to Italy, and is now in the IBL, has a bright future.
How about a little 3 in contact there for Elliott McGee, who was falling away, got some contact, but hit the 3.
There you see Chris Charles, nice pass out to Bowie.
Kaliko Bowie, 11 years in the league, missed it. Charles tapped it around, but Nevada comes away with it. Las Vegas with the basketball.
You see, they only have about 4 plays they run. They try to get everything off transition. If not, they'll set up for some quick tempo sets.
Against a triple team, Kaliko Bowie steps in front of the pass and steals. And now Elkhart running and gunning. Moody off the left wing, too long. Rebound, Tyler, strong again. That one's a miss and contact underneath on the floor. Foul will go against Las Vegas. And that foul will go against Elliott McGee.
And we'll talk a lot about, you see Chris Charles there, one of the big guys, and James Tyler. They got other 6'11", 7-foot players they can bring in off the bench. Elkhart, I'd say, a much bigger, stronger team than last year.
We had 4-2 up on the scoreboard, and Coach Dan Savage said, hey, we hit a couple of threes in this game, and they did change it. 6-2 is our score. Moody off the inbound.
Off the high screen.
Down low they go to Charles. Turns left hand. We had a goaltender, a foul.
Yeah,
now that foul again goes on Elliot McGee. That's his second foul.
Yeah,
Elliot McGee sweating right there. I'll tell you what, it is warm in this gymnasium.
It's been unseasonably warm in northern Indiana for late April. And the foul there, yeah, Elliot McGee out of Texas A&M on the defense there is a heck of a jumper. Chris Charles at the free throw line, 7-1 out of Villanova. He played with Randy Foye, who's in the NBA for Minnesota. In fact, Charles works out with him. And Chris Charles, when you look at him, he has somewhat of a European build to him. He's very good at facing the basket, tall and lean, not exceptionally strong, like many of the European players.
Many of the European players, though, shoot free throws just a little bit better.
Yeah.
And that one rimmed around the members, bouncing down the drain it went for Mike Scott, who hits the three, and it's a 9-2 Las Vegas lead. Charles for three at 7'1", rattled out. Tapped around by Tyler, but rebounded by the Stars. Left wing jumper for three, too long. Rebound, Cedric Moody. Moody running, high arcing, Kaliko Bowie off the glass.
Oh.
Follow no good. And another follow by Tyler, and the loose ball comes away to Las Vegas. Here's a 2-on-1. Pledger defending, alley-oop, scoop and score. Back the other way, Eddie Shelby to lay it in.
He's out of Cal State Bakersfield. Again, he's the young man that had 34 in their season opener. And the Elkhart fans realizing their team down 9, a very sluggish start for Elkhart. But a long way to go.
Moody for three, that's good.
Now, Cedric Moody averaged 26 points a game last year. The consummate veteran. Outstanding leader for this franchise. You can see the defensive intensity has picked up, Joe.
Eddie Shelby has it out now just left of the key. Nice behind the back move in triple team. Dishes underneath. Charles tried to get it out on the pass. He was grabbed on the arm. A foul called on Las Vegas, their third team foul. And with 8:06 left to play here in the first quarter, an 11-5 Las Vegas Stars lead.
We're here at Northside Gym in Elkhart, Indiana, one of the largest high school gyms in America. Used to be the largest, has been able to seat up to 7,000. Gorgeous facility with a lot of tradition.
Pledger walks it to the right wing and then picked up his dribble. Charles has it out high, looks inside and can't find anybody. Here's Bowie into the corner. Pledger, dribble drive. Into the middle to Tyler, tipped away, and the Stars come away with it. In a hurry, Willie Hall in transition down the lane, and Mohamed Kamara could not hang on to it. And he went up visiting some fans in the stands.
Now there you see Kamara from the Senegal, Africa. One of their two really big players. Well, Elkhart going to try to run a set play here and cut into this 6-point deficit.
Tim Pledger, the 10-year veteran, to 11-year veteran Kaliko Bowie, and 6-year veteran Cedric Moody. Double clock, eyeglass and in. And Moody to the line to try to complete a 3-point play. And just like that, the back-to-back IBL champs are possibly back within 3.
Well, Cedric Moody has outstanding body control. He's got an outstanding jump shot, but he can also drive. Watch how he twists his body, keeps it under control, and uses the contact, still gets in there.
Big contact underneath, too, by Kamara.
Well, apparently it was an and one there. Elkhart cutting it down into 4.
Willie Hall with it to the right of the key.
You know, Las Vegas has kept the crowd out of this game.
The miss by Trevor Lawrence. And Pledger. Kaliko Bowie. Back of the iron. Moody tap, but the rebound controlled by Las Vegas. Willie Hall controls the basketball, and Bowie's on him out front. Stolen away. Bowie ahead of the pack. He'll go in, scoop, too hard. Oh, and we got it hanging on the rim. A technical foul called as O'Neal Mims just a little bit too aggressive. And I've seen people hang onto the rim before, but not necessarily without the basketball.
Right.
He was trailing the play.
Well, you're supposed to hang on there only if you really need it for body control, and the refs thought that was a little out of control. O'Neal Mims, one of the new players for Elkhart, 6'10", out of Angelo State.
There you see the very animated Dan Savage, working for Alexis Levi, the owner and GM of the Las Vegas Stars team.
And the free throw made by Hollis Hale.
And the owner of the Las Vegas Stars, a bit of a pioneer herself, right, Charlie?
That's right. Alexis Levi is the owner and the operator of the franchise, the first African-American woman to both own and run a pro sports franchise. And we'll be talking about her in the broadcast. That's from way out there.
That is about a 22-footer that went 21 feet. Cedric Moody has the loose ball, and Pledger now in the forecourt.
Now, if you'll notice this,
bounce along the baseline, and they'll bring it back out front.
This is a high school regulation court with a high school type three-point line college. There's Moody, who's lighting up. Some of the arenas in the IBL go with the NBA length and NBA 3 like Gary, but here it's more regulation.
We've got a 2-point game now. It's 6:14 to go here in the first. 12-10 is our score. Las Vegas has the lead. Moody is 8.
He scored 8 of their 10 points.
Here's the drive, no good, off a foot. As Mohamed Kamara lost the ball. Kaliko Bowie with a jumper from the right side. That's a miss. Tyler put it back up. His shot was blocked, but there was contact. And James Tyler at 7'3" out of the Patterson Academy High School will step to the free throw line and shoot a couple. The foul again on Mohamed Kamara at 6'10".
Now look at the big guy here at the free throw line. That's big James Tyler. In high school, he was 7'3", 410 pounds. He didn't play college ball. He ended up on the front line of Italy, their front league. Wasn't quite ready for there, so now he's back here. And I was talking to Damon Bethea, the president head coach here of Elkhart, and this young man is on the NBA radar. Could be there in a couple of years if he continues to work hard. Has a great attitude, but obviously has to work on things like his free throws. Missed
both ends. Jumper on the way. Three-pointer is good, and that's Hollis Hale who's into the game. And it's a 15-10 Las Vegas lead. 5:38 left to go in a fast-paced first quarter.
Well, it's pretty much been Cedric Moody. Elkhart has many other offensive threats, so you know they'll get stronger as those other players start getting hot.
Moody freed up from a look from 16, didn't go. Hale with a rebound. Running's got a 2-on-2. He'll stop and pop for 3. No good. Tapped around, controlled by the Express, O'Neal Mims. Here's Pledger's pull-up for 3. Rimmed in. Members bounce.
Yeah, it seems like soft rims. I was out shooting before, and at times you get some soft bounces there, and it benefited Pledger.
2-point game with just a little over 5 to go here in the first quarter. Willie Hall at 6 foot out front. Hale dumps along the baseline left. Mike Scott forced it in traffic, and the ball will go off of the Express and out. And the Stars will inbound.
Well, solid defense there by Kaliko Bowie down low. A couple of players coming in for Elkhart will include, fans will love, number 43, Byron Allen. You'll see this guy. He is a load. And there you see Ron Timmis, who's one of the top athletes on the team, a newcomer.
Hale will hold. Now give it to the left side. And we've got a 22-second shot clock violation, the first we've seen in this game. And with 4:47 to go here in the first, it'll be Elkhart Express basketball.
You see Coach Savage, he has a history of owning pro teams, really enjoys it, loves being around the players and helping them play at even higher levels.
Tim Pledger with a bounce down low, going to work. Didn't use the backboard on that one, was Byron Allen. And Willie Hall with it, drives in, double clutched, had it blocked by Allen, but a whistle and a foul.
And there you see big Byron Allen. He's called Baby Daryl Dawkins. Legs like tree trunks. A kid played at Northwestern State. He was part of the Northwestern State team that beat Iowa in the NCAA tournament.
2 shots coming here for Willie Hall. So the 6-footer out of Dickinson State.
And their opener, he had 6 points and 7 assists. Does a really nice job of setting the tempo for the team. As you can see, a left-hander. Now get ready. Coming into the game is going to be Will Whittington of Elkhart, one of the best three-point shooters in all of basketball, no matter what level. And when he comes in, folks, it's lights out.
Willie Hall at the free throw line. Second one is good. It's a 4-point game, 17-13. Little under 4.5 to play here in the first. Moody. Down low to Allen. He'll drive, go in strong, put it up, had it partially blocked, and the Stars come away with the rebound. It was Mike Scott.
That Allen is a load to defend because of his strength.
Jumper for three is good. Mike Scott doing it on both ends. Grabbing the rebound, flashing for the open three. The lob is too hard, but it's controlled by Ron Timmis. He drives in, and he's fouled, and he'll shoot two.
Well, I tell you what, Las Vegas is gaining confidence by being up 7 here. Again, this is just their second game of the season. For Elkhart, it's their 6th, and we're at a break.
We have got a timeout on the floor. 3 minutes and 57 seconds remaining in the first. The visitors from Las Vegas 20, Elkhart 13. You're watching the IBL.
What will you experience in the next 4 years? Cross College, because experience matters.
Cedric Moody spelling relief so far for this Elkhart Express team. He had 8 of their first 10 points.
Cedric's a South Bend, Indiana native. Played at Washington High School on the west side of South Bend. Pro experience 6 years in such places as Argentina and here in Elkhart, Indiana.
Elkhart Express trailing this one 20-13. Welcome back to Northside Gymnasium. Moody taking a break on the bench now.
And we're in Elkhart, Indiana, about 15 miles from South Bend, Indiana, home of Notre Dame and the College Football Hall of Fame.
And the free throw by Ron Timmis is good. And the lead is 6.
Ron Timmis out of Morgan State. He will lock you up on defense. Great attitude, great demeanor.
Just 1 of 6 free throw shooting here for Elkhart in the early going, but they did get the offensive rebound. Dennis Magruder into the game. Hand it off out high.
Now they're looking at Whittington will shoot it anytime he gets it and has an open look.
Well, we jinxed him the open three, and Allen came up with a rebound, fell to the deck, and lost the basketball, and back up with it now to Demetrius Orm. Orm will look at three, doesn't want it, and Willie Hall will slow things down for the Stars of Las Vegas. Boy, this is a big boy three from way outside. No good by Hollis Hale. And a whistle and a foul, and Mohamed Kamara can't buy a break.
I tell you what, that Hollis Hale shot that one. He is an outside shooter for sure. You know,
that was a shot you'd take for a 2-liter a pop at halftime.
I tell you what, that was way beyond NBA range. And at the line is going to be O'Neal Mims. He played in the D-League, Development League for the NBA in Bakersfield for Jim Herrick, former UCLA and Rhode Island coach. You see O'Neal there.
Front end is good, and the lead is down to 5.
So Elkhart's got these wave of 6'10" to 7'3" players they can bring at you fresh.
Second free throw is good, and a little bit better from the free throw line after an 0 for 4 start. They're 3 for 4 in their next, and there's a turnover by the Stars. Just weren't looking at it. And the turnover that time by Demetrius Orm.
Well, Elkhart went to the full court press right away, and I think that caught Las Vegas off guard, and it led to the turnover.
Whittington takes the inbound, tried to bounce it through the paint, and was kicked out front by Hale. Good look at Hollis Hale.
Now, if there's ever a kick with 12 seconds or less, then they reset, or 12 seconds that range, they'll reset the shot clock to 12.
Magruder out front, left-handed. On the wing left, Timmis pulls up from the free throw line, got it.
And he's very good at driving and pulling up for the stop and pop jumper.
2-point game, 2018. Down the lane, the kiss off the glass is no good, but the tap in, the follow by Muhammad Kamara, and finally, he catches a break and gets his first 2 of the night.
Yeah, Kamara played a little college ball at St. John's for Mike Jarvis, then transferred to San Diego State.
Whittington turns and fires, high glass. No, they say that it hit the cable above the basket, thus out of bounds, and the Stars will have it back.
Well, Whittington has the green light. Now here you see Mike Adams coming in, 6'11" center out of Youngstown State with a nice upside, very strong player.
He was a package deal with James Tyler, right?
Yes, so you've got all these big guys for Elkhart. It's remarkable the height and strength they have to go with outstanding guards.
Hollis Hale again. Well, I tell you what, he can hit it from way outside. A 25-footer by Hollis Hale, and the lead is ballooned to 7 again for Las Vegas.
He played
Magruder with it.
Yeah, he played for Concordia out of Oregon in college.
Timmis, Magruder on the wing, the dump along the block to the left. Going in is Mike Adams. Tried to force it down low. Lost the ball, tapped out by the Stars, and Elkhart's basketball underneath.
I was at Elkhart practice the other day, Joe, and they work on low post moves a tremendous amount of the time. There you see Timmis with a drive again.
Nice force along the lane, gets it, and cuts the lead to 5. 25-20, we're at the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Las Vegas Stars with a basketball. It's Willie Hall on the right side, and now Hall has it back.
Well, Las Vegas has to feel good because some of their better players are yet to join the team. They've got 2 outstanding players that will be coming in soon.
Hale's pull-up jumper. How about that? Muhammad Kamara was just trying to get his hand on the basketball, and he tapped it up in the air, and it went off the backboard and in.
Well, Kamara makes things happen.
Down to 1.5 minutes to play. Prentice Magruder off a pick to the right side. Whittington will turn and fire a 3. He's 0 for 3. Offensive rebound. Leaning in, putting it up, and in. Good work underneath. O'Neal Mims.
Well, for Whittington to be 0-3 is big news. He hit 8 of 11 threes in the last home game here against Battle Creek.
Las Vegas with a 5-point lead and just about 1 minute to play here in the first quarter. Shot clock down to 10. Willie Hall, left-handed, picked up his dribble. Hale into the corner. Demetrius Orm, side of the iron, hit the shoulder of Mike Adams, and a fresh 22 on the clock coming here for Las Vegas as the inbound.
Now coming in, there you see the younger brother of Gary Payton, former NBA All-Star with such teams as Seattle and Miami. That's Keena Payton, 6'2" guard out of Fresno City Community College.
You give him a stick of gum and he might look a lot alike.
He emphasizes defense like the glove.
Off the front of the iron, Prentice Magruder lobs it ahead. Into the middle. Oh! Rain and thunder through the rim is O'Neal Mims.
Well, that got the crowd going. O'Neal Mims, the 6'10" forward, throwing it down.
30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Hollis Hale on a dribble drive. Out to the dotted line and in, and up with the contact was Mike Adams for the Express.
Well, these teams on pace to score about the average of 126 points per game, a little under that, but I think their offense was not the sharpest.
How about some ups here for O'Neal Mims?
Yes.
With his jam. And David Bethea calling that timeout that he usually calls just before the end of the quarter. You got a timeout to use, you got to use it.
Well, it helps with the stamina factor in the length of the game. If you got it, give them a little break, get a little extra strategy time.
Well, basketball fans can catch the Elkhart Express at future games here at Northside Gymnasium. May 2nd, they'll be hosting Elgin. Holland will be here. The Blast on May 3rd. Gary will play here on May 9th. And then the Express travel to Battle Creek on May 17th.
And the home games tip off at 7:15 p.m. You can go to ElkhartExpress.com for more information. And if you want to learn more about the international basketball, you can go to IBLHoopsOnline.com. Northside Gym is enormous, a lot of tradition here. Indiana, a basketball mad state, is home to 15 of the 16 biggest high school basketball gyms in the world, and this is one of them. And I know when the Las Vegas players walked in, they became very excited to be in this arena. Some of them are a lot smaller than this, and they were like, hey, this is going to be great. We're in Indiana where the people really know and appreciate basketball, like they do throughout the Midwest.
Las Vegas in a little bit of a flux on where they play. They've jumped around a few times with their locations and really know how important it is to have a home facility they can play in and game out. The free throw by Demetrius Orm is good. The lead for Las Vegas is now 4, 28-24, 24 seconds left.
He played at Cal State Bakersfield. They have an outstanding tradition in basketball.
3-second differential from the game clock to the shot clock now, with 17 seconds left to play here in the first. Lob on the left side to Timmis. Timmis stops in the paint, double clutch, and a foul.
Well, Timmis has been very good at driving and making things happen here in the first quarter. This is a league where you can get to the line a lot if you take it to the hole. I know Las Vegas has had that with Eddie Shelby in their opener. He had 4 or 5 opportunities where he had a chance to make 3-point plays at the line the other night in Kankakee, Illinois.
Timmis, the 6'5" product out of Morgan State, hits the free throw, and it's a 4-point game. 29-25, down to 6 seconds to go. Dish down low underneath, nowhere to go. Blocked at the horn. We have 2 seconds left on the clock. And the inbound coming from Las Vegas.
And that was Keena Payton, the younger brother of Gary Payton. Keena out in Las Vegas. Gary Payton has retired to Las Vegas, so they see each other out there.
Shelby will inbound. The quick inbound, and Hollis Hale off the glass to end the quarter. 29-25 is your score. As the Las Vegas Stars lead the back-to-back defending IBL champion Elkhart Express. We'll be back for the second quarter of action. In just a moment, you're watching the IBL on Comcast Sportsnet.
There's been a scorcher sighting. Scorcher record high. It's back. It's a hot one.
Hey, Scorcher.
As we begin our second 100 years of serving Michiana's plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, our family wants to thank your family for trusting Schreiner & Sons since 1907.
Breast cancer.
Skin cancer.
Cancer.
Cancer just scared me to death.
I'm just blessed to be a cancer survivor.
I think I love my kids more. I love my life more.
We need to live life for them.
With the Center for Cancer Care, I feel like they're here just for me.
You gotta whip cancer mentally as well as physically. That's all there is to it.
This presentation of the Elkhart Express brought to you by Holy Cross College at Notre Dame, Indiana, because experience matters. Visit us at experienceholycross.com. The Talon Performance Towing Suspension System. Talon, it's how control feels. The Center PC. Schedule a free cosmetic surgery consultation with a board-certified plastic surgeon today. Visit us on the web at thecenterpc.com. And by YMCA Camp Eberhard. Have fun in the summer. Visit us at campeb.org.
And we welcome you back to Northside Gymnasium in Elkhart, Indiana. Joe Jason along with Charlie Adams. Glad you're with us. 31-25 is our score. The defending IBL champ Elkhart Express trail by 6 to the 0-1 Las Vegas Stars. Prentice Magruder was hammered as he went through the lane. He will pick up the foul.
Well, you look at that first quarter, Joe, and I really think what helped Elkhart a lot was Las Vegas had 10 turnovers. Elkhart just 4, but doing the damage for Las Vegas was the three-pointer. They hit 6 of 12. Elkhart just 3 of 11 from the three-point territory. So you add all those things up, and you can see why the visitors are up by 6.
Whittington will launch a three, and there we go. As advertised, he finally knocks one down. It's a three-point game.
They call him Will the Phil. Will Whittington led Major college basketball last year with 137 three-pointers made. That was first. He averaged 4 made a game, second in NCAA D1. And he finished his career with 362 threes at Marist.
Well, a foul against Elkhart has put Eddie Shelby to the free throw line. A couple of things that stand out for the Elkhart Express after the first quarter. 4 for 10 shooting from the free throw line and just 36% field goal shooting.
Yeah, the free throws, all those things add up, but they're still right there in the ballpark. For an IBL game being down 4 early in the second, no sweat.
Shelby knocks down the free throw. 33-28 is the score. Timmis, how about this long range three? Oh! In and out, offensive rebound, lean in off the glass, tapped in. How about the big fella over the top of everybody there, Byron Allen, to tip it in for the Express.
They crashed the boards extremely hard, and they show that in their practice. They're ferocious going after the boards.
Keena Payton will handle. Now back out front with it is Shelby. Hollis Hale, who's been red hot since coming into this. Oh, how about this half-court bomb for 3?
My goodness!
That was a soft rim. No doubt about it, because Eddie Shelby was the benefactor off the front of the rim, the window, and the kiss through. Back to a 6-point lead for Las Vegas.
Nice drive.
Prentice Magruder almost got it to fall, tapped out by the Stars.
Well, Moody's going to come back in, so that can really help Elkhart. And also Kaliko Bowie, so 2 of the veterans in for the Express.
Whistle and a foul or no? Ball coming inbounded here by the Express, and just a bad turnover by Magruder. Thought his player was going to zig when he zagged.
Well, Charles went to set a screen a little too quickly.
Hollis Hale is showing that he can match threes with Mr. Whittington in this game.
Well, he's getting a lot of playing time because of his hot touch.
Down low along the block, the double clutch and off the window and in. Nice work down low by Chris Charles. We saw him as a starter, went out for most of the first half after playing limited minutes, and now he's back in playing a big offensive role here for the Express.
All right, Keena Payton. Uh-oh, Hollis Hale is feeling it.
Wow. Hollis Hale turns to his bench and says, hello. A 10-point lead for Las Vegas.
Hollis Hale now. Oh my gosh, he has got 4 3-pointers.
How about Cedric Moody off a fade from just outside the free throw line. Now both teams starting to light it up as Las Vegas is trying to pull away. It's an 8-point game with 9:43 left to play in the first half. Hale will chase it down behind the back pass. Nice save. Eddie Shelby left-handing to the wing, and a travel on Mike Scott.
And that's good that the referees called that. One of the criticisms of the NBA over the years has been that they don't call traveling enough, and the IBL wants to get everything just right.
Coach Dan Savage's Stars have spread the wealth. There's head coach Damon Bethea. 9 players have scored for the Express in that first.